doing this shit with doing it and we'll not be there before. So when I stand up here and I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me, this is the you understand? So please take her the photo. Fast. Fast now. Take her home, take her home, take her home. Bro, I'm not doing no more song until you take her home, bro. Real life. Alright, take her the piss, bro.
It's my birthday, you have to leave. You have to leave. He said. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Gotta drive. I'm from here, away.
Bro, hurry up, man. Wallahi, I'm not doing another song till you go home. Wallahi. If you ever like, put them lights over your head like this.
Is what that woman had to say. I'm the girl that was kicked out of the show last night. I don't even know where to begin, but that was very embarrassing and humiliating to myself and my boyfriend. Burna Boy could have handled that situation better than that. He had no idea what was going on with me, and he didn't even care to ask if I was okay. I've been mentally, physically, and emotionally drained since my daughter's dad passed away, and I came to a show to put a smile on my face after everything that has happened. He took forever to come out, and I was tired. We paid to be there, and if I wanted to close my eyes and sleep, I can do that. It is my money that I wasted, not his. And for all of you in the comment section being nasty, how about showing kindness, because you never know what someone is going through? Burna Boy responded, I understand the agenda against me, and I came to terms with it a long time ago, so my skin is bulletproof at this point. I wasn't gonna address this, but if you make the pilot uncomfortable in a plane you bought a ticket for, you will be deported or arrested as soon as you land. You pay school fees, but you will be kicked out of class if you make it uncomfortable for the teacher to do his job. My shows have people who have beaten cancer or overcame something very serious, etc., and none of them have ever slept, LOL. I leave my soul on every stage I get on, even if it's only 10 people in attendance, and I will gladly be canceled if we are now in a world where you treat me like a stripper, slap my behind, and tell me to keep dancing cause you throw $100 at me. Lexi said they never post anything of the good I do in this world, but they go wild and viral when they feel I finally messed up. I've seen people who never even acknowledged my existence before now posting how, quote, this is not cool, or writing think pieces of me now.
Hey, you know how funny that is, bro. This video is my very, very treacherous.
In response to this video, Burna Boy said this: "By the way, I was joking around with my band about something else, not necessarily this situation, and y'all have spun it as usual, saying, quote, Burna Boy doesn't love his fans. If you hate me so much, either X me out or leave me alone. I'm fighting my own battles, and I never come out here to look for pity or help. I love who loves me and respect who respects me. Free Sudan, free Congo, free Nigeria."
And just being in a place where I wanted to forget I was even Nigerian. You understand? Like I wouldn't even.
Why did that come about? Did you wanted to? Did you?
Bro, I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't proud to be Nigerian, bro.
Why?
It wasn't really a proud thing to be at the time.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, and that's the truth. It wasn't really a proud. It's coming from being in the UK and stuff at the time. It wasn't really the proudest thing to be because, like, they just always used to clown us and try to, you know, with the apps and all them things there. So yeah, I wasn't really proud. I didn't care about anything Nigerian like that at the time.
Reason you people want the guy down so bad. For me, it's about how himself don't put Nigeria for there. Guy, 2 Grammy Awards is not a joke. 2 Grammy Awards is not a joke, bro. And whether you people like it or not, when you talk about international recognition in the Nigerian music space, it's Burna Boy before anybody else. It's Burna Boy before anybody else. Everybody's trying, the top 3, the big 3. In short, not the big 3 anymore. We have like the big 4 because there's Rema. And Rema is no jokes. Rema is no jokes. But you're talking about international, you all know, man. It's definitely Burna. So if the Oyibo self, they're not there happy. I saw Joe Budden, when Eminem don't knock. Now I just go. You don't even know what they talk. You just did the talk. He saw an opportunity. Because you think say them, whether they're America, they're happy, say Burna Boy, they full stadium. Why some of them for America, no full am? That somebody just came from Nigeria, Africa, and is at the top. It's at the top. That stadium, Burna Boy, the fool. A lot of them cannot fill it up. I promise you. A lot of them cannot fill it up in that America. Burna Boy is taking everywhere. And he's a Nigerian. You people should be proud of that. But you are joining heads together to join them that are pushing their narrative, their propaganda. You are joining them as a Nigerian to also pull him down. If una they do Wizkid, Burna, Davido, Burna Boy, this thing, una know where una they do am, more they do am for Nigeria. But more no join heads together, they try pull our own down from where he did, knowing fully well say this guy they actually give Nigeria visibility. Yeah, knowing fully well say they give big visibility to this country. And it also promotes the beats, the Afrobeats. And what they are doing now, you see the sacrifice Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy are putting into this music thing will go further to open doors for a lot of you. They are the reason why people listen to Afrobeats, apart from our legendary fella, Nicola Bokiti. These are the new generation guys that are pushing Afrobeats. So it's an open door for a lot of artists. When you see people doing all of this, you have to calm down. Think about your own future. We are not like that, Nigerians. We are not like that. We are not like this. Mona no learn new thing. We are not like that.
All right, before I get to Burna Boy, I just want to say for the last video, this is why we don't like, as Black Americans, I'm just going to speak for myself and a few others that I know. This is primarily why we don't like a lot of y'all Africans, because y'all decide to get online and start speaking. You up here talking about some, a lot of y'all couldn't even fill up the stadiums or the arenas in America, but a Nigerian can. How long did it take y'all to even just get here? Like, y'all talking as if y'all really doing something. You're standing on ground that was already built, that was already founded, like the blood, sweat, and tears by Black Americans. We are the only reasons that y'all are able to even come to the United States and even do anything in any stadiums, anything on American soil. Without us, nobody would care about your Afro beats. Matter of fact, you technically wouldn't even have Afro beats. If we just want to be clear, because let's go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s and so on. Like, where were y'all at musically? Where were y'all at around the world? Nobody was talking about Afro beats. Nobody was talking about Nigerian music or music from South America or any African art. Nobody was talking about y'all. Y'all weren't even like a footnote. You were nothing. But now, because y'all able to do a little bit of something, you think so high and mighty of yourselves, you're not doing anything that we haven't already done 1,000+ times over. Like, you guys are really still trying to play catch up. And it's still not even catch up because you're still going to be lagging behind. Like, how long it took y'all to get up here? It took y'all, what, like 60+ whatever years? Because realistically, if we want to sit up there and just be honest, we can even take this back further. We can go back to like the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. We can go back, since you want to talk about people filling them stadiums just here in the United States. Right? And then let me just bring up one artist, because again, you know, he's up there listening, talking about artists, and he wanted to bring up Joe Budden and all this other type of stuff and right? We can just, if you want to talk about international, somebody that trumps a lot of artists directly out here, we can just simply bring up Michael Jackson. Now what? Now what do you got? You can combine all of your Nigerian artists and they would never come close to 1% of Michael Jackson. This man had people fainting watching the television. He had people fainting in movie theaters. He had people fainting when he just showed up. He had people fainting at his concerts. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Michael Jackson by himself had to have ambulances waiting because people were passing out. Burna Boy ain't not doing that. Wizkid ain't doing that. None of whoever your other two Nigerian, they're not doing that. Them combined, they're not doing that. And on top of that, going around the world and filling up the stadiums that he filled up. Case in point, Michael Jackson, during, what was it? During like a Super Bowl, a halftime show, the man stood there. I think for some seconds or some minutes, no music playing, no nothing. People were just cheering. I'm talking about like, that is the type of respect automatically. That is the type of love and support that just one of our artists got. He could just sit there, just stand still, let the wind blow, and people are cheering like he just did like a 10-hour performance. Like, it was crazy. And even with him standing there, you still have people passing out. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like I said, y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to tone it down. We're your fathers and your grandfathers here. You need to tone it down 100%. Now, let me just be real for a second. I'm not sure the woman that was kicked out of the Burna Boy concert, that made no sense. I've never in my life seen anything of that sort. You mean to tell me that you as an artist, out of the sea of people that you could pay attention to, you got offended by one person that was there? Like, maybe this woman, like, minus what it is that she stated, what if she was just tired because, you know, maybe she had just recently gave birth to something during the week? What if a funeral, you know, had took place? What if she had worked a 12-hour shift, but she really didn't want to miss your concert and she just wanted to be there, even if it meant, like, you know, she was going to catch, you know, about 10 minutes of sleep during like a 2-hour concert or something like that, right? There's a variety of things of why she could have been, you know, sleepy or just, you know, going in and out of sleep. For you as an artist to decide to get so offended that you are not only just going to kick her out, but you wanted to spend 2 minutes directly on this, dealing with this thing, which should not even have been a situation at all. That's some clown type of work right there. And I want 100% understand why it is that a lot of people have decided that, hey, we're not really tuned in to you anymore. We're not really paying attention to you. We're not going to your concerts. Right. And I think that concert took place in Texas. And the crazy part is they got a huge Nigerian population directly down there. So realistically, all of the Africans should be coming to a flood every single Burna Boy concert to make sure that he makes buku bucks. But I guess not even they were doing that, because in one of those shots, the concert was looking pretty empty. Diabolical. And then another video that they had directly up there was this one here. Again, somebody, I guess, translated or whatever words they put directly to it. But pretty much going by the caption that I was able to find online, him basically saying that I'm not forcing anybody to be my fan. I'm not looking for broke fans. That's crazy work. How dare you, as an artist, ever sit up there and call the people that made you rich, the people that allowed you to be able to fly and to afford the cars and the women that you were able to get at this moment in time, along with the jewelry and all this stuff. How dare you sit up there and call anybody broke? Realistically, you're the brokest person in existence, because without the quote unquote middle or the poor class, right, to uplift you and to pour money into your pockets, you would just still be some poor Nigerian in Nigeria. How dare you? How dare you sit up there and say something anywhere close to that? That's trifling. And you don't understand the power of words and what it is that you're going to specifically do and how it is that it's going to hinder your progress in the long run. We're not talking about no short term. We are talking about the long term. And this is not only just for you, this is also dealing with a lot of other Africans as well, because y'all don't understand how Black Americans work. We might, you know, at certain points of times be divided on a variety of different topics, but when it comes to y'all pulling up to the scene, y'all want to call somebody broke, you want to call somebody poor, oh boy, you guys are going to unify more people than you know. And last but not least, we got that video where he was sitting up there speaking on at, you know, at whatever time or at a portion, whatever it was. At basically, he was not proud to be Nigerian. I'm not sure if that's, you know, still technically to this day or however it basically works. Can care less. The whole point is this is representative of a lot of Africans directly out there. Case in point, as stated, look at Burna Boy and look at how he dresses. He is an African dressing in Black American Westernized style, right? That is all us. From the grills, and I don't care what nobody has to say, but well, actually, Seiji, you know, there's other cultures around the world that put jewels, you know, in there. I don't care about them cultures. No, nobody was sitting up there like looking at some ancient scriptures and text and pictures on some walls, some hieroglyphics, and like, yeah, we're about to start making grills. No, nobody was doing that. Let's calm it down. No, nobody was thinking that. Nobody was doing that. Like I said, Black Americans, that is here. That is us. Later on, and then you saw what happened when we wear stuff. Everybody else starts doing it. Calling me surprised. Burna Boy sitting up there with the kilo chains and everything. Again, that's here. That's westernized. America, us, right? Why would you be sitting up there doing it? There's not a reason over there in Africa for you to sit up there and do it. I get it if people want to sit up and say, but you got the kings and all this other. Yeah, that's cool. All right, right. They sit up there and wear stuff, but they're not wearing it in that type of way. They don't have kilo chains. They weren't sitting up there. Like I said, the jewelry that we have over here in these United States that you see Black Americans wear and Black Americans have popularized. Yeah, like I said, Africans were not doing that. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Puffer jackets? Nah, we're in Africa. Where in Africa do they have fields of Africans like, yeah, we walking around in puffers. We got some Timbs, some Lugs. We got some Nikes. We got some J's. We got some Cartier, the Buffs, right? We got the wood frames, the ivory frames, jade, right? Where over there in Africa was this like something that was really a thing like that? It wasn't. It wasn't. Blue jeans? Nah, brother, no. Like I said, it's crazy to me how people want to talk about they're so proud of being African and what it is that they do and all this other type of stuff. But it's like when I look at y'all and I see y'all rapping, I'm listening to the tunes, I'm listening to the rhythm. I'm hearing a lot of copying of Black Americans directly in a lot of these types of musics, you know, that they have directly over there. And then on top of that, when I see them dress, I'm like, what's going on here? When I look at the aesthetics of a lot of these videos where people really want to show off a lot of their stuff. And I'm like, yeah, where y'all getting all this stuff from? Because that's not originally y'all. That's us. But because y'all consider yourselves to be the hottest things directly out here, y'all want to make it seem like y'all just created it and just created the movement and the wave for everything that's in existence. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. You don't even like yourself. You don't even like yourself. And it shows because you emulate those who are directly out here, those who are not even a part of you. Crazy work. Like I said, for the Africans out there, we got a multitude of reasons, Black Americans, why we have issues and problems directly with you guys. And it's not because we just woke up one day and wanted to have problems. It's because historically, it's because of a lot of the things that have taken place that has happened, past, present, and future. Even right now, like I said, you still got a lot of Africans wanting to talk a whole bunch of mess about Black Americans. And you don't even have a leg to stand on, especially if you are in the United States. They can decide to just pack you on up and get you on up out of here. Like I said, they can't sit up there and deport us. They would have to try some other brand new avenue to get us up out of here. Because just as much as the white European Americans are the fabric of this country, so are Black Americans. No other group can sit up there and say that exact same thing. No other group can say the exact same thing. But it be like that though. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.